She's right over there.
All right, guys, look out. Wave the flag.
Hold it out here. You guys look so nice. You don't want to go up there? No? Look at the cameras. Only the flag just touched my face.
Lisa, give me Ava.
Paul, after they do this one, then we're going to just the immediate family, and then we'll switch over to the mayor.
TV!
Here, Margot, let me do a family one really quick.
They did a family.
I got the whole camera.
Get in close, guys. Everybody
Sit the camera on me on TV. A lot of people look at my face.
No, go in there. Paul will take it. Go in there.
All right, guys, look at the camera.
Tell me when you got it, Paul.
Grace. Anthony.
Got it? Oh. All right, two of her children and the grandchildren.
Okay. Hey, I can't see Tanasi, by the way.
Tanasi, come down in front of Yaya.
There's Yaya right here.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Pay attention.
Okay, we're good. Cold? Cold?
The flag is
All right, one more with us in there.
Can you turn around, please?
Whoever found it.
Flag on the baby's face.
All right, the mayors of the day. All of the former mayors of the day.
No, we're going to do it inside.
Inside?
Inside, we're going to do it.
behind the wall.
Okay, stay with your sister.
Johnny.
Okay?
John.
Ready?
Oh, okay. All right. I'll make sure.
Raise the flag and let's go inside.
Over here.
Yes. Johnny, you and pictures after. You and Billy should be over Pull it all the way up. While you're going, yeah? Okay, now it's
Papa Messa, let's go inside. Let's go inside.
Κύριε Δεϊθόμεν, Κύριε Λέησον, Κύριε ο Θεός ημών, ο τα σύμπαντα τόσο κράτη συνέχων και τη Θεία Σου και πανστενή βουλή κυβερνών, ο εγκάστο έθνη τας ιδίας ορθωσίας, θέμενος του δε ευσεβές ημών έθνος εξαιρέτως, ευηρετήσεις την επίγνωση της εις αληθείας αυτό χαρισάμενος. O Lord our God, who hold together the universe in your great power and govern the divine and almighty will, you have assigned each nation its boundaries. You have conferred special blessings on our pious nation, granting it the knowledge of your truth, leading it to the light of the true faith and bringing forth it great fathers and teachers of the church. You kept it free for centuries by your divine grace. You preserved it and saved it when enslaved, and you restored it again to a life of freedom. Do you yourself, O Holy Master, accept our prayers of thanksgiving for its liberation and rebirth? Give rest to the souls of our fathers and brethren who nobly fought for the faith, Eonia imnimi afton, and country and died with glory, or were slain or hanged or perished in captivity, together with the souls of all who have been well-pleasing to you from the beginning of time. Make us all worthy of freedom, preserve us in peace and concord, and guide us to every good work that is pleasing to you. Keep in peace and concord every authority and power in the nation, and speak good things to their hearts for your church and all your people. Sigar io βασιλεύς της ειρήνης και σωτήρ των ψυχών ημών, και εσύ τη δόξαν αναπέμπομεν, το Πατρί και το Υιό και το Αγίο Πνεύματι, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please be seated. To our distinguished and honorable mayor of the day, Tuala Kaluidis, to our other distinguished guests, the mayor and friends, good morning. Kalimera sas. When we do moments and events like this, it gives you an opportunity to reflect on something that we don't always think about, right? We honor people because we love them and we care about them, and they've offered something, right, to us, to our families, and to our church, and to people, right? But we don't always think about it. One of the most common fresh expressions we say in Greek, sagapo, or I love you, right? We say this a lot. But we don't always take the time to think about why we say those words, right? So it's a beautiful opportunity to think about Tula today and the honor that we're bestowing upon her. We get to reflect on the things that she means to us, and we get to reflect on the things and the offerings that she's offered to our church and to our community, right? Now, as I was taking my time, because I don't speak willy-nilly, I like to think about what I'm going to say. I had to reflect and think to myself, I know Tula well, I care about her family, but what is it about Tula that makes her special? We're going to have a Greek lesson, and I like the music in the background. The word that I kept going back to that I couldn't get out of my mind is a beautiful Greek word, ikougenia. Who knows what ikougenia means? Family. I couldn't get that word out of my mind. Now, ikougenia comes from two Greek words. Ikos, which means house, okay? Now, for those of you who go to the Stop and Shop, I'm going to help you be really smart the next time you're with your friends. You know that yogurt, oikos, comes from ikos. You can tell your friend, that means house or home. You just have to know these things. Ikos, and yenia, which means beginning or birth. So ikougenia means to be born in a home, to come from a home, and to be family. Now, just a quick history lesson in my reflection. Ikougenia for the Greeks over the years has been something very special and something very important. To be family was something, it wasn't just always your immediate family, But Greeks over the years have always sought to build that family, to grow that family, right? Think about Alexander the Great. To him, being Greek didn't just mean a bloodline, but it meant all the people who would share in the ideals of what it meant to be Greek. And so the family grew. For the church, this idea of oikougenia, or oikos, or home, or family, became developed because what each house became called was katikon ekklesia, the house meaning that it was an icon of the church. And so family and home and church and all of these things have been important to the Greeks throughout the history for thousands of years. And again, when I thought about the Tula and I thought about today and what I would say, that word oikougenia kept coming back into my mind. Now, I'm going to start with her extended family. I don't want to put you on the spot, but think about the oikos, Tula's oikos, her home. What's her home? Is her home the place that she sleeps, or where's her home that she's at most of the time? Spartan. Let's be honest. If you did the math and thought about it over the years, where she's been most hours, it's been at Spartan, the restaurant. That's her home. And I can tell you personally from my experience that in her home, as people come to see her, she has created and grown a family, her oikougenia. Her family has grown. All the people that come in there, we've sat together before, had a cup of coffee, and then one after the other, interruption. How are you, Tula? What's going on? And then in like manner, she would say, how are you? How's your family? Etc. I don't mind the interruptions because they were a sign that she has a big family, right? Now you think about her other family, her family, right? The people that are from her and Thanasi, her children, her boys, and her grandchildren. Now, I want to offer one thing, and I'll be brief, but I want to offer one example of her family. Thanasi, good morning. How are you? Good? I'm going to tell you a little bit about Thanasi. Is that okay? Okay. Thanasi likes Legos and building things. Thanasi likes Star Wars, right? Thanasi likes ice cream. Thanasi likes his pizza made a certain way, right? What does he doesn't like cheese on it? No cheese on his pizza, right? He likes sauce. Now, Thanasi, have I ever been to your house before? Your house. Have I ever been inside your house specifically? Never. But I know a lot about Thanasi. I've spent a lot of time with Thanasi. And where are the places I've spent time with him? At church, of course, at Spartan Restaurant, and at Tula's house. He's like a little magnet. He's connected to her. All the grandchildren are connected to her. All her family is connected to her because family is so important to Tula. You guys are connected and you share a love with one another, and that's because Tula loves and cares about her family. So this morning, Tula, congratulations. Congratulations for everything you've done for our church and our community, and congratulations for the example of how important family should be to each and every one of us. Sikharitiria. So she doesn't have to introduce herself. I'm going to introduce our Parish Council President, Mrs. Margaret Ricciardi. She's going to be our Master of Ceremony and also offer some words on behalf of Tula this morning, and we thank her and we welcome her.
Thank you, Father. Oh, goodness. Okay. Mayor O'Leary, our Waterbury's finest fire and policemen, Father Perry, members of Holy Trinity, family and friends of Dimitra Kaloidis, known to most of us as Tula. This is a momentous year for all of us at Holy Trinity. It's our 100th anniversary. 100th anniversary. It's astonishing to me what we have accomplished over the years, but I won't tell you how many years I've been part of it. We look forward to making history with all of us. Please join with us and mark your calendars for November 16, 17, and 18. We have a very special community. People hear me say sometimes, you're staying extra at church for coffee hour? Don't you want to just leave? We have something very special. And Father, I'm going to borrow your word, oikougenia. We are, look around in this room. Everybody is our oikougenia. One way or the other, we all touch each other's lives, and we're there, good and bad, to support each other. I have to tell you that My other friends do not have that closeness in their churches. It's just not the same. We've all grown up in our community, and thus Tula gets to be the mayor of the day on our 100th anniversary year. So on that, it's very, very special. So on this Greek Independence Day, as part of our 100th anniversary, it is with great pleasure and honor to introduce Tula, as Father just did, as the Greek mayor of the day for the city of Waterbury. I met Tula when she arrived from Greece at 17 years old. That was only a few years ago, but our families had background because my dad grew up in the same Horiya. And for those of you who don't know what a Horiya is, it's the village, the city where they lived in. It really is so strong that it could have been a bloodline, the bond that they had between them. Tula came to the US, gave up her dream of being a lawyer, which I always remember her telling me. Though anybody that knows her, she can argue a case and wins hands down without the degree. She married Athanasi, and together they raised two sons, Billy and Johnny. Yes, those were their names for 25 years until they became Vasi and Ioannis, now a restaurant owner and a criminal lawyer. As you heard, Athanasi and Tula owned and operated many restaurants, and up to now, unless she is babysitting for any of her 4 grandchildren or caring for her mom most 24-hour days, she still works and operates one of the busiest restaurants in town. Her contributions to Holy Trinity include teaching Greek school, years of Greek dancing, giving much time and expertise. She's been a member of the Daughters of Penelope for more years than we care to remember, and volunteers on the buffet line with me at the festival. We tend to mix people up all the time. When we owned a restaurant in Waterbury, people would think I was Tula, and why was I there and not at the Spartan? Until I would go tell them that Tula's at Spartan and Margot's at the Hills. So we still do that at the festival all the time. We cannot even count the number of pizzas that have been donated over these gazillion years. Tula's biggest pride is her family, and though she lost the love of her life, Thanasi, much too early, she perseveres forward every day. Vasi and Lauren and their twins, and Ioanni and Cheryl and their children make her life worth living. Our sons grew up together, I don't know if all of you know that, with all church activities, Sunday school, Greek school, basketball, dancing, and she was a tough teacher for dancing. Junior Goya. My dad worked for Thanasi and Tula for over 25 years and loved them as his own son and his 3rd daughter. May she be blessed with health and happiness and continue being a dedicated member of Holy Trinity. And on that note, we are going to have Mayor Neil O'Leary.
Good morning. Margot, I want you to know I searched high and low for the tie you gave me 6 years ago, my first year as mayor, and I can't find it. Someone stole it. So I was smart enough to remember to wear a blue tie. Good morning, everyone. It's really a deep honor to be here honoring our mayor for the day, Tula. And as I was standing there looking out over the crowd of people, first of all, I want to acknowledge all the Greek community that is here and thank you for your incredible contributions over all these decades to the city of Waterbury and the Waterbury region. It's really amazing, and I agree with Father, and I agree with Margot. The Greek church has been the center of the universe for the Greek community, and the happenings inside the Greek church are always amazing to me when I walk in the doors and see all the people working together and understanding the value of religion, faith, and family. And that's what you find when you walk through the doors of the Greek church. And I'm honored to go there and celebrate all of this. So in 1980, I was brand new in the police department, and I used to hang around at Spartans from time to time, and I'd go up there for lunch on duty, and Athen would never let me pay. And I said, Athen, if you don't let me pay, I'm not coming back here. And he said, well, I guess you're not coming back here then. Over those years. So I used to make sure that I'd stop there after duty at 11 p.m. And that's where I really got to know Tula and Athen. And of course, through the years, their two boys, and now their wives and children. And I can tell you that Tula has always been the bright spot of all of our lives as we get to know her, because she's always smiling and always so happy, and always happy to be at, well, this was the old restaurant across the street, and of course, the new restaurant. And spent so many hours there, and probably, I was trying to calculate how many pizzas I ate there. I figure at least 1,000. You know, like maybe like 15 a year. By myself, as you can see. But anyways, Tula and family have always had a special place in the heart of my family. We grew up on that side of town, and used to be very frequent visitors of the restaurant and the Greek festival, and very much enjoy Tula and her company. And as Margot pointed out, yes, we were all shocked and devastated when we lost Athen. But like Athen would want, and God teaches us, life goes on, and she's been blessed with these beautiful grandchildren now. And as we all know, that is the new center of her universe. So we miss them, and we always will. But God bless all of you here today, and God bless our wonderful mayor for the day, Tula. Thank you. I now call on the president of the Board of Aldermen. So many of you may or may not know Paul Pernaruski. Come on up, Paul. He's the president of the Board of Aldermen, and so usually the mayor, has the high-profile job here in the city of Waterbury, but the people who do all the heavy lifting are the members of the Board of Aldermen. And Paul, as president, has been president for the last 10 years, I can tell you, is a remarkable leader in this city. And I think it's an honor to have him read Tula's proclamation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And I just want to start by offering my personal congratulations. It's an honor that is well deserved, so congratulations. Whereas Dimitra Tula Kalaitis was born in Sparti, which is located in the heart of the Peloponnesian Peninsula, Greece. She lived with her parents, Ionis and Gerafalia Stratatkis, and her sister Maria in the village of Krakis. At age 17, after graduating from high school, she immigrated to the United States to marry the love of her life, Anastasis Athen Kalaitis. And whereas Athen and Tula married in 1973 here in Waterbury, together they worked at the many restaurants they opened, including Waterbury Pizza Castle, Morris Pizza, Woodbury Pizza Castle, New Fairfield Pizza Castle, Constantine's, Spartan's 2 in Southington, and the Spartan Restaurant in Waterbury, which she currently owns and operates. And whereas for many years Tula taught Greek school and Greek dancing at Holy Trinity Church, she has been a member of the Daughters of Penelope for 39 years. She also volunteers at the annual Greek festival, where she has worked at the boutique, sold plants, and has served many dinners on the buffet line. And whereas Tula is extremely proud of her 2 sons, Vasilios owns and operates Vasi's Restaurant and lives in Waterbury with his wife Lauren and 2 children, Thanasi and Dimitra. Ionis, a Waterbury attorney, lives in Middlebury with his wife Cheryl and 2 children, Thanasi and Tula. And whereas of all of her roles, the one she cherishes the most is being a yaya? Okay. She is happiest when she is with any of her 4 grandchildren. Now therefore, I, Mayor Neil O'Leary, Mayor of the City of Waterbury, do hereby proclaim March 24, 2018, a special day of recognition for Dimitra Tula Kalaitis as we name her Waterbury's honorary Greek mayor for the day. Congratulations, Neil O'Leary, Mayor of the City of Waterbury.
I'd like to call up Joan Hartley, please.
Well, good morning, all, and what a treat it is to be here on this beautiful spring morning, I guess, but an incredible coming together of an unbelievable community in this city of Waterbury and Greater Waterbury to celebrate the Greek heritage in the city of Waterbury. And to also proudly say congratulations to Madam Mayor. Recently we've had an opportunity to have other Madam Mayors, and I have said it is a double delight to be able to say that, Madam Mayor. And to all of the previous mayors of the day from the Greek community and all of the entire Greek community, as you have bore witness today with this incredible outpouring, you are such an important part of this community. You have participated in so many ways, not just in terms of church, but civically and community, in the community, and you have led us, and you are represented in every corner of this city and this state and this country. You are small businesses, you are large businesses, you are women-led businesses, nurses, doctors, and the like, and you have contributed in such a robust way. And I, on behalf of the Waterbury delegation and with my colleague, Representative Reyes, want to, first of all, recognize that and say thank you, because we are so blessed to have the benefit of your beautiful culture. And if I might have Representative Reyes officially present the citation to Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Senator. Good morning, everybody. On behalf of the state of Connecticut, first of all, I would like to thank Mayor O'Leary for hosting these beautiful Mayor for the Day events in one of the most diverse cities in all New England. And I also want to recognize the best fire department and police department in the city, in the state of Connecticut. Madam Mayor, please, Ms. Tula Kalaitis, please stand up, ma'am. On behalf of the state of Connecticut and the General Assembly, it is hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Dimitra Tula Kalaitis in recognition of being named the Greek Mayor for the Day in the great city of Waterbury. Your work on behalf of the Greek community has been truly unselfish, exemplary, and serves as a model for all. We join with the family and friends in thanking you for your generous gift and time and talent to your community. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success given this 24th day of March 2018 in the city of Waterbury, Connecticut, signed by President Pro Tem Martin Looney, Speaker of the House Joe Razimowitz, and Secretary of State Denise Merrill. Madam Mayor, congratulations. I'm going to have Mr. Billy Taylor please come up from Congresswoman Estes' office. Stay right here. Stay right here. Can you present your Congresswoman?
Good morning, and it's an honor to be here with you all on this beautiful Waterbury morning. We're so blessed to be here celebrating a few things. Greek Independence Weekend, in addition to the 100th anniversary of the Holy Trinity Church, but perhaps most of all, our Greek Mayor of the Day. So I do have a certificate here from Congresswoman Elizabeth Estes, who wishes she could be here with you all, but if you'll indulge me, I'll read it. Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to Tula Kalaitis. Congratulations on your selection as the City of Waterbury's Greek Mayor for the Day. For over 40 years, you have striven for excellence at your many restaurants by providing quality service and food for all. Throughout the years, you have celebrated and preserved Greek culture by teaching Greek school and Greek dance at the Holy Trinity Church. It is an honor to represent you in Congress. Dated March 24th, 2018, signed Elizabeth H. Esty. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce representing Senator Chris Murphy's office, Waterbury's own Kenny Kern.
Good morning. You know, it might sound like hyperbole, but I truly wouldn't be who I am today without the Greek community. I grew up in Bethlehem, and I love my parents dearly, but they're terrible cooks. So if it were not for Theo's, the Painted Pony, and Nick's Country Kitchen, I would not be who I am today. That is for sure. So very thankful for the Greek people, and the Senator Murphy cares greatly about the Greek people here in America and also the country of Greece, specifically paying special attention to the meddling that's happening by Russia and Turkey with the Greek country, and most recently the two soldiers who are being held against their will in Turkey. So know that you have a friend in Senator Murphy. Now, physically, Waterbury is the intersection of Route 8 and Route 84, but we're really the intersection of faith, family, and hard work. And boy, there's no community like the Greeks that really civilized that, and nobody like Tula as well. They put her full name on the certificate, but I try to tell them Tula's kind of like Cher or Madonna. You don't really need her full name. And I have to say, I've never seen two sons who are so alike, Tula. So similar, these two. So from the United States Senate, a certificate of accomplishment presented to Tula in your recognition of your selection as the City of Waterbury's 2018 Greek Mayor for the Day. Your commitment to supporting and uplifting individuals in your community has been demonstrated through your lifelong small business leadership at restaurants you have opened with your husband Athen, including the restaurant you own and operate right here in Waterbury. You have celebrated Greek culture and tradition as a Greek dancing teacher at Holy Trinity Church and volunteered at the Greek Festival, helping to enrich the cultural and creative fabric of the greater Waterbury area. Your hard work and volunteerism make you a true ambassador for the Greek community and bring tremendous pride to the state of Connecticut. It is my privilege to honor you and represent you in the United States Senate, dated March 24th, 2018, signed Christopher S. Murphy, United States Senator. Congratulations, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, everybody. Those were wonderful words. And now the moment we've all been waiting for is a few words from our Mayor of the Day. Can you just move mine?
Where's my speech?
All here, all together.
Okay, good.
Father Perry, Mayor O'Leary, honored dignitaries, President of the Paris Council, and my good friend Margot Ricciardi, family, friends, and members of the Holy Trinity community, good morning, kalimera σας. Words cannot express the joy and gratitude I have for being named Greek Mayor of the Day. It is a tremendous honor, and I thank everyone off the bottom of my heart. For those of you who know me, you know me as Tula, but my given name is Dimitra, the Greek goddess of agriculture and sacred law. Growing up in a small village outside of Sparta, I could never have imagined the blessed life that I would have in this wonderful city and this great community. I went to school in my village of Krokias, where we celebrate Independence Day on March 25th of every year. All the school children would sing songs and said poems about the great homeland Greece. It took months of preparation, learning poems and dances, and reliving the history of our people. On March 25th, their wonderful parades, and I was always so excited to get dressed and walk in this parade with pride. Now, you must know, I did not get to choose what I would wear for Greek Independence Day. All the students would wear traditional Amalia and Solia costumes, just like few of our kids today. But my costume was still very special. My mother, who was a designer seamstress, would hand make not only mine, but my friends' costumes too. It was amazing to march and see the platea, the streets, and the balconies full of people. These are memories that I would treasure to this day. One warm day, when I was 14 years old, a very handsome young man smiled so sweetly at me. Every time he smiled, my heart would skip a beat. About a year after we met, he left Greece to come to America. On his last night, right before he was to leave, he hugged me and gave me a promise ring. He promised that we would be together forever. Some time passed, and another big deal happened in my life. I received a certified letter in the mail. My parents had never seen an envelope like that before. When I opened it, we were all surprised to find a plane ticket to the United States. I knew in my heart that my big next deal would happen far away from my beloved homeland. So with $500 in my pocket and a half-filled suitcase, I left behind my dreams of going to law school and follow instead my heart. It led me to Waterbury, Connecticut. I came to this great city to marry the love of my life, Thanasi Kaloidis. Although I did not go to law school, years later, I did pay law school tuition for my son, Yanni. When I met Thanasi in Waterbury, the first thing I wanted him to teach me was how to drive. After all, I needed to go shopping, and no one was going to drive me there. Instead, the first thing he taught me was how to make pizza dough. Thanasi also brought me to Holy Trinity, where I made friends who became my new family. It was 1973. I was 18 years old, and it was the most beautiful year of my life. I married my love in the newly completed church on Chase Parkway. I was very lucky to be welcomed into our church. Because of the Holy Trinity community, I was never alone in my new home. I am forever grateful for the love, support, and community the Holy Trinity provided. I am grateful for all of you, my extended family. By teaching Greek school and Greek dancing, I had the pleasure of celebrating Greek independence every year at Holy Trinity, teaching the young people Greek poems, how to sing the Greek national anthem, and to dance our traditional dances reminds me of my early years in my village. I especially love teaching my sons, Vasily and Yanni, to dance and speak Greek. I hope to do this with my grandchildren as well. Through today's celebration, we have the opportunity to share our ethnic identity with our fellow Americans, and more importantly, with this young generation of Greek Orthodox children. Today, we have the opportunity to teach them that liberty and freedom are special gifts from God to be treasured. It is our responsibility to preserve our Orthodox faith, our Greek language, our democracy, and our Hellenism. It would not be me if I don't say a few words in Greek on this special day. Η 25η Μαρτίου είναι η μέρα διπλής χαράς για το χριστιανικό ελληνισμό. Είναι η μέρα που τιμούμε δύο πολύ σπουδαία γεγονότα. Τιμούμε τη μέρα κατά την οποία άγγελος, ταλμένος από τον Θεό, ανακοίνωσε στην Παναγία την απόφαση του Θεού μας να φέρει στον κόσμο τον Υιό Του. Πέρα όμως, από την αναγγελία του ερχομού του Χριστού στη γη, η 25η Μαρτίου για μας τους Έλληνες έχει μία ακόμα εξίσου ιερή συμβολική σημασία. Συμβολίζει την πιο σημαντική και οργανωμένη προσπάθεια που έκανε το ελληνικό έθνος για να μπορέσει να αποτινάξει από τις πλάτες του τον τουρκικό ζυγό και να καταφέρει και πάλι να ζήσει ελεύθερο και περήφανο. Στις 25 Μαρτίου 1821, οι Έλληνες οπλαρχηγοί ορκίζονται στο όνομα της Αγίας Τριάδος και της Ελλάδος να πολεμήσουν μέχρι τέλους και είτε να ελευθερωθούν από τους Τούρκους, είτε να πεθάνουν στη μάχη δοξασμένοι. «Ελευθερία ή θάνατος», είπαν. Η πίστη στον αγώνα για ελευθερία όπλησε τον ελληνισμό με δύναμη, με θάρρος και μετά από πολλούς αγώνες κατάφερε να απελευθερώσει το μεγαλύτερο μέρος του από τον ξένο δυνάστη. Οι Έλληνες του 1821 αγωνίστηκαν γιατί ήθελαν να ζουν ελεύθεροι, χωρίς να φοβούνται, χωρίς να εκβιάζονται. Αυτή λοιπόν η ελευθεριά απαιτεί δόξα και τιμή στα παλικάρια της πατρίδος μας. Σήμερα λοιπόν ας υποσχεθούμε κι εμείς ότι θα διατηρήσουμε τα χαρίσματα των αγωνιστών του 21 και ότι θα παραμείνουμε Έλληνες για τους Έλληνες και για την Ελλάδα. Αιωνία η μνήμη των αγωνιστών του 1821. My sons have told me to keep it short, so I will not talk much more. As mayor of the day, my first official task was to ask my son Yanni not to sue the city. I have found a way to stop him and save the city money. As long as I am a mayor, he has in conflict, and the city is safe. However, if I remain the mayor for too long, Vasily will probably take over my restaurant. So I am in a tough position. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for this honor. Ζήτω το έθνος! Ζήτω η ελευθερία! Ζήτω! Thank you.
Please stay standing for the closing prayer. Just two announcements. Again, congratulations, Sicharitiria. Axia, you are worthy of this honor. Tatula, shh, just one moment. Shh. This evening we have Vespers in Stamford for the Yorti, for the Feast of the Evangelismos at 7 o'clock in Stamford. Of course, tomorrow we're going to have the liturgy with our Greek school offering the Independence Day program right after church in the banquet hall, so please join us for that. And then, of course, also we have to mention that on Monday, we will be at the state capitol celebrating again Greek Independence Day, and yours truly will be reading the governor's proclamation, so we ask that you also join us for that on Monday at 4 o'clock at the state capitol. And finally, one more second, please. Finally, Tula brought up in her speech the memories of her village in celebrating Independence Day. And she talked about how special and dear those memories were to her to do that parade, to walk in that parade and to celebrate Greek Independence Day. We hope in that same vein to make the same memories this year on April 22nd. So please join us. We're going to try to head down to New York City for the Greek Independence Day Parade. We want to have a bus, and we want you to sign up. So please, after we're finished, see Margot or Casey to discuss that if you can come with us on the 22nd of April to New York to make those same memories. Congratulations. All together. Σήμερον τη σωτηρίας ημών το κεφαλαίον και του απεώνος μυστηρίου η φανέρωσης, ο Υιός του Θεού, Υιός της Παρθένου γίνεται και Γαβριήλ την χάριν ευαγγελίζεται. Διός είναι αυτό τη Θεοτόκο βοήσομεν, χαίρε και χαριτωμένη ο Κύριος μετά σου. Thank you.
Everybody, we just have one more honor for Tula. If you want to sit for 1 minute, please. We have our young Greek dancers. They're going to just do a traditional song for us in commemoration of the 25th of March.
International